Drop is directed by Landon and it stars Meghann, Fahy and Sklenar. And in this new thriller, Violet, a recently widowed mother, goes on her first date since the end of her abusive relationship. Turns out this guy is really nice, but over time she receives weird messages from a random person who says if she doesn't kill her date, they'll kill her son. Drop was a movie I saw the trailer for and I thought, it could be pretty good or it could be really stupid. But then I saw the director who directed the Happy Death Day movies, two movies that I really do like, so I was kind of excited to see the film. And after watching it the other day, I can safely say I enjoyed it. The film's nothing special and it's not breaking new ground. It's just a nice simple thriller with a little modern twist to it. And I think it did everything that it needed to do really well. What really engages you with this movie is the main character. Violet is a really likeable character. She's recently just escaped from a past abusive marriage. This is her first date since that, so she's understandably very wary. But you really want this date to go well for her because you really feel like she deserves a good guy. And one of the main things that I really liked is the interactions between her and her date. I think he was a very nice guy as well. They made him very likeable. And I really liked their interactions. It felt very natural, very awkward at times, which is very understandable for a first date. So I really did like the dating side of this movie. And I also really like the thriller parts of this movie as well. I will say that the drops that the guy sends to Violet are, well, dropped after a while. It just felt like they did that so they could get the title of the movie. It was very underused. He sends like 7 drops and that's it. And if you think about it too much, and this is the case with this movie, if you think about things way too much, this movie just falls apart. So you really just got to go in with saying like, look, this movie is going to be a bit stupid. I understand that it's not going to be like reality based. You just got to accept that some things are just very stupid. But even though it's stupid, you really still are engaged because you want to know who is this person, why do they want to do this to Violet. So it was a really good mystery. And it was very good seeing Violet trying to find this guy while also trying to keep her date. Because if the date leaves, her son dies. So that just added some much needed tension too. The final act kind of changes genre. It goes from a thriller to pretty much an action movie in the end, but it was still very much entertaining and it was a good little thrilling ending. I will say again, you have to suspend your disbelief because timings are weird. The way that things happen, you just kind of have to accept it. But as I said, even though these stupid things do happen, I was still very much engaged. Technically, the film was really good. It's directed and shot a lot better than I thought it would. They do a lot of things with spotlights where they focus on little things inside the restaurant. And I also like where the sound drowns out and we like zoom out of Violet's face to show that she's really confused and distracted. There is some really good pieces of cinematography and directing in this film. And finally, the performances are all really strong. Meghann, Fahy and Sklenar, I think that's how you say it. I apologise if I said that wrong. They're the movie's main core. That had to work so you care about what happens in the film. And I think they both did a really good job and they had some really good chemistry. So overall, you could nitpick Drop to death. Are there better ways for this guy to kill this woman's date? Most likely yes. I can think of hundreds of other ways to do this. But did it make for a really thrilling movie? Hell yeah. I really did like Drop. It has a really likeable main character, really thrilling from start to finish. It's directed and shot far better than it needed to be, and the performances are really strong too. Guys, I cannot stress enough, please go and see this movie. We need more original movies like these. I really like Landon's work, he deserves your support. I'm going to give Drop a very solid 7.5 out of 10. And people, that is the end of this review. If you have seen Drop, do let me know your thoughts on it. Did you like it? Did you not? Let me know. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. Have a good day. And see you later.